Invite Morali Biswas, who will take us through the spatial habitat distribution of microalgal flora in Bokreshwar Reservoir. Morali, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please start.
Is it visible?
Your screen is visible.
Okay.
Go on the full screen mode.
Yes. Wait. Okay.
Yes, fine.
Um, Good afternoon, everyone. And here I am, Morali Biswas, going to start my presentation. Spatial habitat distribution of microalgal flora in Bokreshwar Reservoir of Birbhum district of West Bengal, India. So, wetland or aquatic system, it is a very crucial system for the world. And in order to conserve and manage these priceless natural resources in a sustainable manner, it is important to comprehend the structure, function, and ecological process of aquatic ecosystem. The maintenance of biological communities depend on critically interaction between aquatic system and on their biodiversity. So the aquatic ecology itself provides biodiversity in a sustainable manner. So to sustainable management or to know about the aquatic health, it is crucial to know about the uh, biodiversity of this aquatic ecosystem. Here are different type of so many importance of the aquatic ecosystem, but among all the different importance, the another significant importance is biodiversity support. Actually, biodiversity, aquatic ecosystem holds a large biodiversity including flora, fauna, as well as the microscopic organism, maybe zooplankton or phytoplankton, etc. Mostly algal flora. So algal flora actually is a broad aspect, and phytoplankton is a very small part of it. So phytoplankton actually very important, just because of it make a base of food webs of this aquatic ecosystem and helps to live other organisms by giving enormous oxygens and preparing the food, etc. And maintenance different or do different involves maintaining different functions of this aquatic ecosystem. So they have enormous contribution for the environment. Due to the involvement of the phytoplankton, I choose phytoplankton as my tropics, and depend on this phytoplankton. Here some aims and objectives, like identification of dominant plankton families and species, analyze the distribution of plankton families, comparison of seasonal plankton assemblages throughout the reservoir, spatial and temporal distribution of plankton in 14 sites of Bokreshwar Reservoir. So to fulfill my objectives, I choose the Bokreshwar Reservoir as my study area, which is situated in the Birbhum district, West Bengal. It is actually built up for backup supply to Bokreshwar thermal power stations, having surface area of 6.38 kilometers square and storage volume of 2.29 million meter cube. And the another purpose of this reservoir is to supply the drinking water to the neighboring villages. And we choose 14 sites to avoid the biasness. So this is my methodology. We use the plankton net for sampling and collected the samples into the 50 ml vial, added 4% formalin for preservation. After that, it observed under the microscope and identified by different literature reviews or different freshwater algae books, etc., and then data are analyzed. So come to my results. So this graphs represent actually seasonal distribution of plankton families. We consider four seasons: winter, summer, post monsoon, and monsoon. And we can see the Desmidiaceae, Zignibitaceae, Bacillariaceae, these families are throughout the season actually present there. And these are some species of the previous included into the previous families. And Cosmedium bioculatum, Parallella transvalis, etc. Though so many actually species are belongs to the different seasons in the different sites. So these are some images we got from the analyze or checking observation of the specimen samples. These are also some photos. Now the graph actually represents the clustered or dendrogram graph actually represents the different closeness of the different organisms or different species. Here the species we did represent the some species actually closely related due to the same kind of condition they actually need. That's why. And some organisms are completely separate from different organism, and they represent or suggest that they need a or they choose the actually unitary positions. And here the heat map of the plankton species throughout the sites. So we can see different sites show the different intensity of color. The more intensity shows the more plankton richness in the sites. And another representation of the sites, that species in different sites is here. The we can see the site 11, site 6, site 5. These are more shows the more species richness in throughout the reservoir. It might be different actually nutrition availability. And site 4, site 3, site 8, these are these shows the very less amount of species richness, just because of maybe less amount of nutrient availability or um, uh, competition of the among the species. And here is the seasonal species richness in Bokrasa reservoir. So the monsoon and summer is the most actually represented the most number of species richness and in the Bokrasa reservoir. So, come to my conclusion. This study shows the reservoir holds a large plankton diversity, almost 22 families and 32 species, and significant seasonal variation that maybe helps to predict the ecological conditions of the aquatic ecosystem. And the distribution suggests that factors like water depth, inflow sources, and seasonal variations might be influencing the plankton species richness across different sites. So here is some future aspect. Actually, why we analyze or why we know about the phytoplankton. Phytoplankton actually very important for aquatic ecosystem, just because of it is a especially respond quickly to the climate change. So future analysis can help us trace and predict the climate change. And another thing is continuous monitoring of plankton diversity can act as a biological alarm. Biotechnology, we all know that phytoplankton contains so many antioxidants or pharmaceuticals, etc. So in future we can use it to produce the medicines or to produce enzymes or etc. Sustainable fisheries actually predicting plankton blooms and availability can lead to better fisher yield forecasting and prevent the overfishing. And another thing is phytoplankton is very good indicator. Actually it helps to indicate the pollution or something. So to if we know that diversity or different checklist of the plankton in a specific reservoir, so we can easily predict or we can use them to maintain the aquatic ecosystem health and the sustainable management. And later we can use it in broad fields, etc. So thank you so much for giving me chance to participate here. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Morali. The floor is open for questions. There is a
Mm.
question in the chat box.
No, actually, ma'am, formalin, we can easily access the formalin, and formalin is also a preservative. We can use, and in different literature review, I saw that they use the formalin. So I use formalin for preservation. Also, can you tell me about phytoplankton which are found in eutrophic waters? No, actually, ma'am, our study site, Bokrasar Reservoir, is mostly low polluted area, and their eutrophication level is not much there. So that's why that our data is not so advanced to say that I can say you here that which organisms are found in eutrophic waters. Am I audible?
Yes. Any more question for Morali? It seems no. Thank you, Morali.